What's up, Fixflair here for Thomann Synthesizers, and today I'm in luck because I can finally check out the Osmose by Expressive E and Haken audio. And actually I've been waiting to get something like this in hand for ages, because I've been looking at the Haken audio Continuum forever, but it's just too expensive to justify right now. So I was super pleasantly surprised when I actually saw the collab with Expressive E at last Super Booth, which is the Osmose, which is still fairly expensive, but a lot less expensive than the Continuum. So can't wait to actually have it in hand and see how the haptic is and the expressivity. And let's not waste any time and get into it. Alright, here we go with the Osmose. And in case you're still unfamiliar with the basic principle, it's actually fairly straightforward. This is not just your regular old MIDI keyboard with velocity sensitivity, but as you can see here, these keys actually continuously track the pressure with which I press the key. And this can be mapped to various parameters, like in this case it's the volume, I think, and the cutoff frequency of the filter. And as you can see, and as you might expect, this works independently for each key. So theoretically, with 10 fingers and an insane skill set, you could do a whole bunch of stuff that I can't do so far because I just got this thing. So please forgive me. But still, you get the basic idea. And there's more, actually, because, and this is, I think, what's even more exciting about this keyboard, is that you can actually bend the keys like you would on a string instrument. So you can have pitch bend per note. And as you can see by my fairly poor control so far, it's actually not that easy to continuously track the pressure, because from just playing piano you learn to basically control the initial impact of you hitting the note, which is then gonna determine the intensity of the sound. But here you have to develop completely new muscle memory for not just hitting it at a certain velocity, but then also just constantly keeping track of how hard you press the key, and your fingers can't just rest somewhat randomly on the key, because it's going to affect the sound in a big way. Anyways, as you can hear, the first thing I was looking for when getting this here is a CS80, Yamaha CS80 type sound, because obviously we are looking for this polyphonic aftertouch on steroids experience. And as you can see, this is actually the second preset, CS81 and CS82. And while on the first patch here, this little manual control here, the modulation wheel basically, even though it's not a wheel here, is mapped to the cutoff, so I could also control it like this. And here on this next preset, which is a variation on this, and I actually like this one a lot more, it controls the detuning of the oscillators. And this is actually also how I like my Deckard's Dream to sound like. So I really appreciate this control here to find the sweet spot, and then on the keys I can control the cutoff. But obviously there's much more than just synth sounds, and the next thing that interests me a lot personally is string and especially cello type sounds, because I'm a big sucker for cellos. So here you can see, I think there's 500 different presets that you can choose from when starting out with this. So let me look for a beautiful cello sound. I think this one was nice. Oh yeah, I think I actually prefer this one. Yeah, again, please excuse my underdeveloped skill, but you already get the idea that especially for string instruments, this is obviously super pleasurable to experiment with this new level of dimension of expressiveness. Don't know if that's a word. Yeah, I was already pretty happy with the cello sounds from the Native Instruments string libraries, but this obviously just gives a whole new level of control. Alright, and now let's maybe go back to the synth sound to have a little look at what are some of the controls that you have here while manipulating existing presets. So let's go back to the CS80 for a second. And obviously the sound isn't just like it is right now, but I have actually a fair bit of control over the sound. Exactly, here I have various pages that I can control with these encoders, and for this preset, for example, we have these macros here that are already mapped, like resonance, drive, cutoff, which obviously is also mapped to the modulation wheel, which is in the wheel, and the velocity. And then here we have the release control, delay settings. Then here's also global effects, a lot of stuff to choose from, especially here reverbs and delays. Let's stick with the modulated delay. Equalization settings, compression, and the range for the pitch wheel, which is in the wheel. Even though it says wheel here on the screen. Alright, and now if we skip to another preset, what we're going to encounter is the fact that here we have other macros mapped. So here we have, for example, this interval knob, which controls some of the harmonics of, I think, at least one of the oscillators that are simulated here, which creates different ratios and overtones. Here the detune setting, which I like so much. Yeah, super lovely. So that's it for my very first look at the Osmose. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments and I'm trying to get back to you ASAP. Apart from that, thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Peace out.